CarolinaPrepper.com. If you're looking for quality food storage for hiking, fishing, hunting, basic survival needs, or just for everyday use, check out our food storage line at CarolinaPrepper.com. We also carry other fine quality products such as our can concealment holsters for men and women. Keeping your firearm under cover and within reach puts confidence in your hands in any situation. Our products are 100% American made. Check us out today at CarolinaPrepper.com. Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's Thursday. Yay! How is everybody? Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? State Rights. There you are. How are you? H-Man, how are you? Political Paramour, stop and come and see. Mary Ann, good to see you. Granoa. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Please retweet this if you will and invite your followers. I would really appreciate it. Good morning. Hey, Donald, Chris, everybody. Good to see you. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Stop and come and see. How is everybody? Robin, I got the juice. Well, that's good. How is everybody? As you're coming in and inviting your followers, I'm going to go ahead and read a psalm to you. Psalm 47 as we get started. Hey, mighty blessed one, how are you? Oh, clap your hands, all you peoples. Shout to God with the voice of triumph. For the Lord Most High is awesome. He is a great king over all the earth. He will subdue the peoples under us and the nations under our feet. He will choose our inheritance for us, the excellence of Jacob, whom he loves. God has gone up with a shout, the Lord with the sound of a trumpet. Sing praises to God, sing praises. Sing praises to our King, sing praises. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing praises with understanding. God reigns over the nations. God sits on his holy throne. The princes of the people have gathered together. The people of the God of Abraham, for the shields of the earth belong to God. He is greatly exalted. Amen to that. So, hey, Hugh, good morning. How are you? Glad to see everybody here. We have a lot of news. Amen. God has this. He sure does. We have nothing to worry about. We worry too much. We worry. Hey, Amanda, good to see you. All right. So where do you want to start? There's a lot to talk about. Asher, good morning. And as everybody knows, Chicago Pops, good morning. We're on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Periscope. So you'll hear me at times talking to different people. That's because I'm trying to get everybody's what they're saying in because it's important. And I want you to know what they're saying as well. So I'm trying to get everybody in and their comments. So let's get started. Some of the breaking news. Good morning, Marlene. I think everybody probably has heard by now that Hugh Hefner from Playboy magazine, hey, Teresa, passed away last night at the age of 91 at the Playboy Mansion in Los Angeles. And so, may he rest in peace. And I think I just lost you on Periscope there. Let me try to get you back. There we go. Hey, Renee, good to see you. Hey, Mike, good to see you. Yes, you're on the tube today. Again, he was 91 years old. So a longevity, to say the least, for that man. So prayers go out to his family. Hey, Marianne, are you having trouble sometimes knocking you off and coming back in? I see. In the saddle, yeah. And also this morning, great news, Steve Scalise has come back. Thank you, Jules, for the super hearts. Thank you, thank you. It froze. Yeah, that was, I think, my fault. I hit the wrong button. So Steve Scalise is on the house floor. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Barbara, good to see you. And remember the old Chicago Playboy Club? Yes. They had that in San Diego for the longest time, the Playboy Club. Political Paramour, good to see you. Welcome, Bet. It's your first time. Everybody, welcome, Bet. So good Steve is back. Yeah, it's really, really good. Hey, Gary, good to see you. It was, I think, pretty touch and go there. We probably didn't know a lot of what was going on. Glad Steve is back. Yes, absolutely. I think probably some people are right there right now watching his speech and not here watching the news. But hey, what are you going to do? He kind of rules the day. I'll tell you. Um, Now, in other news that I've heard, I think this is interesting. I don't know if everybody heard this or not. Steve praising God in front of so many. That is so nice, Jules. And you know what'll happen? It'll be just like with Judge Roy Moore when he went out there and he was praising God. Chuck Todd didn't like that. Thank you, Barbara, for the super hearts. Chuck Todd didn't like that at all. YouTube is acting up, doesn't want to let you share. Yeah, you know what? There's been some problems with YouTube and Facebook and everything else. Asher, I'm on restriction on Facebook because they don't like conservative views, I guess, and view it as spam. So I'm on restriction until October the 1st. I don't know about YouTube, but something's going on for sure. So we'll see if YouTube will straighten up in a few minutes. I don't know. And I know you can't share, so we'll have to see what's going on with that. Okay. Also, I don't know if you guys heard this last week or just not last week, but a couple of days ago. The new I know that stop and come and see that my words exactly, at least my thoughts. I didn't say those words, but yep, my thoughts. Donald Trump, they're saying, and this is Paul Rand is saying this as well, or Rand Paul, I should say, that Trump is going to be signing an executive order soon that will allow you to purchase health care insurance across state lines, and it's also going to help you join in a health association if you would like to. Now that's pretty darn good. I kind of heard him say that, but I wasn't sure if that was exactly what he was going to do. If it is, that would be great. Great. But the Zuck responded to Trump that Facebook doesn't interfere with conservatives. I know. Isn't that, Renee? Is odd. Hey, John. Good to see you. Good morning, Robin. Yeah, that would be awesome. It would be really, really awesome. You know, I wanted to ask you something because this is something that I remember, and I wanted to see if you remembered it as well. Your husband got verified to sell in many states starting soon. Great, Barbara. That's wonderful. You know, it won't help. Hey, Laura, it won't help us unless people go and their companies start doing that because many people, I'm late, had to like on you just the chat there. Oh, okay, Don. They, you know, unless your company does that, unless your company goes across state lines and buys, you know, insurance for group insurance or whatever, it's not going to help. I'm hoping that companies will do that because it's a really good deal and they can get some really good prices. So, but my question is that I wanted to ask you, didn't we a long time ago, I just kind of remember people talking about the fact that if we wanted to, we could defund like every aspect of Obamacare by an executive order, and it would render everything, okay, Barbara, it would render everything kind of useless. Mike Dice video on Chuck Todd is classic. Oh, I'll have to watch that, Mike. Chuck Todd was just Chuck Todd doesn't understand that our rights as citizens of the United States and as human beings, they come from God, but Chuck didn't understand that. Heard that months ago. Yeah, so why aren't we doing that? They talk about these companies leaving the state and upping deductions, then penalize their homeowners and auto insurance. I don't understand why we don't go, why President Trump, and I know it's probably because he's going to wait and see what everybody can do. It is already useless. Yeah, I mean, Obamacare is imploding. It's not going to be around much longer. I hope that they will give companies time to expand. Sessions can stop the funding of ACA from the income sweep from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Marlene said, hey, Hassan, good to see you. Yes, it's useless until next lib gets elected. Did you get my... I didn't get to see it, Dawn. And I probably lost it by now on my timeline. Obama supported terrorism, James said. Hey, Cully, thank you for inviting people. But I think what we do, I think we need to, if it would be great, like right now, let's go ahead, defund everything and make it useless. Hey, Rhonda. Change names, it's me. Okay, not a problem, Rhonda. Obamacare was designed for this. They are setting it up for single payer. Absolutely, they are. And if you notice, they keep pushing the single payer. Bernie keeps pushing it. Most people keep pushing it. Yep, they absolutely want single payer. Mark Dice is great on a lot of things, Gary. Yeah, I have to agree with that. So maybe that's how much did you miss? Rhonda, you missed a lot. We only talked about a couple of things. So when you go back, you'll see it on the replay. But maybe that's one of the things that we can keep reminding President Trump about, keep kind of retweeting to him and letting him know that you have the power through executive order to take Obamacare down to its knees. They want to make us a socialist country. Yes, Renee. They've wanted to do that since the early 1900s. And they're continuing to do it almost on a daily basis, as we know. It's communism, and it's what they've always done. And they want to continue doing it. So let's keep reminding President Trump, look, you have the power through executive order. I know some people don't like executive order, and that's fine. But, I don't know about you, but my gosh, my insurance rates, they've skyrocketed. I get worse insurance than I've ever had in my entire life. It's really kind of garbage insurance. I used to have a PPO. I have an HMO right now because I can't afford the PPO, which is it's more than $1,000 a month for myself and my husband. When Hillary lost, they went into overdrive. The plan was foiled. Yep. Huh. That's interesting, Don. Now, I don't know if you heard this, but, with everybody taking a knee, I've been uninsured since 2014. Oh, Renee, I hope you're really young because, it's horrible. I mean, it really is, and it shouldn't be that way. And Obamacare has caused that, because they just thought, well, after a while we'll go to single payer, everybody will jump on board. California wants that for sure. Wonder what the players will do tonight. They're going to take a knee, Marianne. I'm pretty sure they will. But I won't be watching, so I don't know. You'll have to tell me tomorrow, or I'll have to read about it in the news because I'm not watching them. Right now, because of all this controversy in taking a knee, there is a youth football league in Cypress, Texas, that has decided they're no longer going to play the national anthem before the games. So I am really surprised that happened in Texas. I could have seen that in California, no problem. But it's disappointing that happened in Texas. Some people say, well, we really don't need the national anthem. We're just there to play. We're there to play ball. I don't believe that. California single payer failed, too much cost. Well, Vicki, they were afraid that the federal government money was going to be taken away. That's why they pulled it off of, they wouldn't let a vote happen on it. It is all in the book, Rules for Radicals. Yep, John, it really is. Destroying every aspect of America and culture. I went for over 1 year with a broken arm that wouldn't heal. Finally had surgery this past July. That's terrible, Renee. It's terrible. No anthem. Yep. Sorry for Texas for that. And idiot Sheila Lee Jackson. Yeah. Exactly, Granoa. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac funding of Obamacare is criminal. Stop and prosecute. Obama is a traitor. Stop incumbency said. Yeah, I mean, it's, again, America was set up. We're watching the communists do what they do. We're watching and finding out all about the unmasking and how they wanted to destroy Donald Trump. And they also wanted to, cover up what they had done. I mean, come on. We need to be investigating that. We're calling for a second special counsel. We need to demand a second special counsel to look into all of that. I know, not one single arrest. Hey, Jerry, good to see you. God bless you. Then the government can decide if one needs particular care or not. Yeah, I mean, I'm tired of the government being in my business. And I think everybody is. Illegally funneled money and should be arrested, Renee said. I mean, there's so much that is just sitting there and blaringly obvious, and we're doing nothing about it. I like my cucumber mask. I'll keep that one. Okay, Jerry, we'll uncover that then. Hey, Tonka, good to see you. Gorka for AG. The socialist countries have death panels. Antifa is a worldwide gang of Marxists. Yes, they are. They really are. And they just don't even know it. They don't even realize it. Um, okay, so here's some other great things that have happened. The U.S. economy grew at 3.1% annual rate in the second quarter. That's the best showing since early 2015. All healthcare is local. Too much serious business and politics. We need a good laugh once in a while. Absolutely. Well, we had that for 8 years, though, right, Jerry? I'm sorry. Hey, Clint, good to see you. Clint, I was just telling everybody I was on restriction in Facebook, so I can't post to any groups, including groups of my own. So, no reports on the good growth. Well, 3.1% annual rate, right. And you're not going to hear that in mainstream media. I think I saw a tiny little blurb and I just happened to catch it. You're the lady on Miroscopes. I am, Walker, Texas. How are you? Don't you just, everybody, if you're not following Mira Goto, that's Miragoto, Goto, actually not Goto, but Goto, follow her. She's very good. She is a great singer. We all love Mira. Yes, she sang last night. I shared her scope. She's getting better and better, more confident. She's a singer-songwriter. Great songs, more country-type songs. She is a sweetheart. Yes. Goto, Amira Goto, Miragoto.com is actually where you can hear some of her music. And it's great. As I said, she's a singer-songwriter. So, I mean, that's so great. I will always share news. Thank you. Thank you, Clint. So, yes. All right. So, check her out. Yes, please do check her out. You will love, love, love what she does. She's going to be singing more in Nashville. She refused to marry you. Well, stop and come and see. That's because she's already married. She's married to Anthony Goto, and they're happily married. So she's not going to marry you for that. So sorry. She won't even marry the llama guy, that comes in there and supports her. So, what can I say? Um, I know. She's so great. I love it. Hey, Catherine, when she's singing, it's funny because other people were singing the other night. I was just kind of like putting it on because I knew Mira was coming up and I couldn't wait for her to come up. And I went off to do something else. And all of a sudden I hear this amazing voice and I'm like, oh my gosh, it really got my attention. And it was Mira singing and it was beautiful. She did a duet with Steve. Was it Steve? The guy that she wrote her newest song called Gonna Be Fine. It was great. Absolutely great. So anyway, check her out. Let's see. Airports worldwide right now are experiencing major disruption because of computer glitches. So this D.C., Baltimore, London, Paris, Singapore, Australia, South Africa, Switzerland. There's a company called Amadeus Company. They use to check in people at the airport and their luggage and everything else. Their network is having some issues. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Don't panic. See how a Dolphin fan blowing up his jersey. If you're going to destroy it, have fun doing it, Cully said. Just tried to share to Twitter, and they want to connect Periscope to it. So you couldn't share this on Twitter. Can everybody share right now and see if you can share this and see if it's allowing it to be shared? If you can try that, please, that would be great. Try to share this show. Not sure why I'm getting all of this, I'm telling you. Thank you, tweeted. They want access to read my emails and posts, Jerry said. That's crazy. Very crazy. I don't like that either. Dude in Houston donated his NFL monthly check to stadium employees. Wow. That's really nice, Dawn. Mine shared okay. Okay, thanks, Amanda. Unbelievable. As you know, President Trump waived the Jones Act for Puerto Rico. Thank you, Jerry. That limits the shipping from foreign vessels coming in. So basically it was the cost to try to ship from America to, stop and come and see. The cost to share from the United States, to ship from the United States to Puerto Rico was exceedingly high because you could only take certain, our vessels in there. So now they've waived that so that people can get food in there right away. I'm done with an NFL too, Walker, Texas. Totally done with an NFL. They're dead to me. Dead to me. Don't even know who they are. Don't even care. Not soon enough for the left. Yeah, yeah, Jules. We need to continue to, don't let this NFL thing go. Keep it going because they want you to forget about it. They want you not to contact their advertisers. Thank you, Gary, for sharing it. And why didn't he waive it a week ago? Well, Vicky, because he probably didn't know that it was happening. I mean, that could be possible. There's a lot of information that we're finding out he's not getting. I wrote an article about it yesterday. Some things he's not getting. Why is this NFL thing such an issue? Because they are making it one. Hey, Carmen. NFL privilege cut class, Stop and Come and See said. Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, now it's going over into, hey, Julia, even if most stand now, I'm done. Yeah, I don't even care. Disrespect of the flag is a big issue, and disrespect of the country. In a Fox News poll, 55% of voters in the latest Fox News poll say kneeling during the national anthem is inappropriate form of protest. That's down from about 6% from last season. Again, the reason that that's down probably is because it kind of tapered off a little bit, right? And so that we need to 35,000 signed petition to remove Ray Lewis statue. Come on. I don't believe in removing statues at all. Tom Brady stood, well, whatever. Disrespect of your customer. Let's start there. Thank you, Barbara. Hey, Shauna. Yeah, but we've got to keep putting pressure on the NFL, pressure on the advertisers, because of the fact if you don't, they're going to just do this again. They won't stop. They'll think, oh, they'll forget, and they'll just start again. Governor of Puerto Rico did not request a waiver of Jones Act until this morning. Yeah, I think it was Mighty Blessed One. I think there was either this morning or yesterday I heard him talking about it, but didn't make that request. And as soon as he made the request, they did it. And again, I don't think Trump knows every single piece of news. Yeah, I know. I figured that's where you were, Shauna, as most people were. It said those most likely to disapprove of the kneeling include majorities of men, 60%, independents, 62%, whites, 63%, veterans, 65%, Republicans, 86%, and Trump voters, 90%. Who do pollsters talk to? I've never been asked anything. I know, John. I know, Catherine. Steve Scalise is back. It's so wonderful. Overall, 41% consider kneeling an appropriate way to protest, up from 32% a year ago. The increase comes largely from a jump of 21 points among blacks, 17 points among Democrats, and 16 points among women. Spike Lee is now defending the NFL. Yeah, Spike Lee went on the CNN, was it last night, and said the N-word. No, inappropriate, Spike Lee. I know that you're black and you can say that because you're black. It's inappropriate to say that word, in my opinion, at any time, and especially when you're saying it to an audience on CNN. Good morning, Robert. Thank you for the flowers. When will it stop? Are they going to say, not my country one day? I know, Antonio. Not singing the anthem is disrespectful to the customers. Never another taxpayer dollar to NFL. Billions. I know. Scalise is a fighter. He's awesome. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of the anthem in sports. Why don't we get rid of God in schools? Because that worked out so well. No thanks. Antifa to start the war on November the 4th. Yeah, that's going to be something we need to be. I've talked about that before, Gary. We need to really be looking at that. November 4th, Antifa just says that basically they're going to start attacking. I guess it's got to get worse before it gets better, probably. What's the Obama news? Well, Walker, it's actually Michelle Obama. They are all exposed now, Susan. Now we know what they really think. Exactly, Robert. And what they really think about your money and you as a fan. That's it. Yep, suit up and shut up. So if you go to SusanKnowles.com, you'll see an article I did. This is an article I started thinking about because I saw that 3 women in particular said the same thing. Alice, that's when Antifa claims they're going to start attacking. Time to buy more ammo, Teresa said. So if you go there and read that article, basically it talks about there's going to be a new push that is going to start happening because of the elections coming up. And this involves you guys. You guys, I don't know if you know this, but you're all sexist. According to the liberal left now, you're sexist. You're the reason that Hillary Clinton didn't win because you're sexist. You told your wife, your girlfriend, or whomever female, you went and told them not to vote for Hillary. And because, according to Michelle, that women are kind of afraid of their own voices because men, yak, 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 and females basically have been socialized to sit quietly, like me, then you're afraid of your own voice. Hey, preacher. And so even Ruth Bader Ginsburg, when she was awake, they asked her, do you think that sexism was the reason that Hillary lost? And she said, oh, it was a major, major player, really. She didn't say player, but it had played a major role in why Hillary lost. So there you go. You've got 3 women already starting that sexism talk, and that men are bad, especially probably white men, but men are bad because they talk and they control the women. Hey, Ann, good to see you. So 2 women and 1 guy, really. Walker down. So you men ought to be ashamed of yourselves for being so sexist and trying to rule women. And they say Trump is divisive. Exactly. See, the difference is, Julia, Trump can say something and be truthful, but that's not okay. They can say something, a lie, and call it the truth, and it's okay. And we're talking about an article I wrote that I can't post in Facebook because they won't let me right now. I can't post in your group. It's an article I wrote about 3 women on the Democrat side who basically say that, Hillary lost because of sexism. And they're starting that, and it's males, because the males, they're the ones that are the sexists. I'm not offended by it. No, and we're just saying people on the left are offended by Trump. And I'm on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube, so I'm getting all the comments coming over. A lot of people they're just laughing about it. But anyway, so that's, Robin said, let him keep talking that way. People are fed up with them. But if you could share that article, I would really appreciate it. Again, I am on restriction, can't share to any groups on Facebook. It's at SusanKnowles.com. But they're starting that up, and I'll tell you why. They want a female for president, which if you're qualified, I don't care if you're female or male, either one, that's fine by me, but you need to be qualified. But they want to get Kamala Harris. That's, they're going to put her forward, maybe Elizabeth Warren, and even perhaps Michelle Obama. So they're starting that sexism talk really early because they want to get more women in. And I'll tell you, you guys, what they're really trying to do for the men out there, Hillary lost because she's a criminal. She has excuses for everything. I know, Ann. It was never her fault. I told my husband not to vote for her. What does that mean? Oh, Amanda, that means that you really are a man. Kamala is cuckoo. Yes, I believe that there's something a little bit askew. Cuckoo, maybe. I don't know. Give them physicals and drug tests. But you men, for the longest time, they have been trying to get rid of you, minimizing you, and I'm talking about in every aspect. So the men are going to have to start standing up a little bit more, I guess, and saying, excuse me, stop with this hatred towards men. When will people believe me that Obama purchased a third of Facebook years ago? Carmen said, Trump won because God ordained it, Antonio. Yes. The left will try and promote Kamala. Keep our eyes on her. Absolutely. You got to keep your eyes on Kamala. I know you were kidding when, you're talking about she being cuckoo. She's got a lot of friends in high places. I love men would die without them. Well, if they can figure out a way to get rid of the men and still populate the world, you know what? Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. The man bashing has to stop. I know, Ann. It hasn't stopped. It's been actually increasing. Catherine said, oh, please, I'll never vote Democrat. Let's start finding dirt on all these people. Amanda, I agree. No, we're not kooky nuts. Sperm banks and cloning, yes. Does this mean we can't have a man bun? John, you need to have a man bun, because if you have a man bun, carry a purse, maybe start wearing high heels, maybe you'll be more like females and you'll understand and you won't want to be a male anymore. What's going on with Scalise? He's back, Jimmy. Democrats are good people. Read the platforms. Okay, so let's go read the platforms. Bye, Matrix. But Matrix had to go read the platform, so everybody say goodbye. I love big hairy men with beards and guns, Asher said. Yeah, after President Trump cleans up everything, then the females come out. Exactly. Bye-bye. Bye, Matrix. He got caught up in the Matrix. Feminists have gone way too far. The movement doesn't represent the rights of women like it once did. He's laughing. I know. Man bun. No tolerance for Dems today. No, me either. Bye, Felicia. Red pill, then come back, Matrix. Oh, my gosh. How are you, Debbie? Good to see you. So, again, all of you men, if you would, please go to SusanKnowles.com. Get that article I wrote today about the 3 liberal women. Please retweet that. Get it out there. Share it. People need to know what's coming. Hey, Monique, craziest thing. I was in my garden waiting for the usual notification, which you always get, but did not get one today at all. Not on Facebook nor YouTube. Yep, what can I say? Conservative voices closing them down. Hey, Joseph, who wants a party obsessed with killing babies? Oh, God. Who said that, Tammy? Personally, I'm voting for Trump next election. Yes, Ann, absolutely. Most of the people in the scope are, except the few Democrats that snuck in and who don't like the scope. I don't see Michelle running. You know, Amanda, you just never know. And if she's not running, she's going to be out there speaking. She'll be out there for Kamala. She'll be out there for any woman that happens to run. I think they really have started, they really, really, really want a woman to be president, whether or not they're qualified. It's just one of those things. They wanted Hillary. They didn't get Hillary. Now they want another woman. Trump. Mike, yes. If you guys could, with the halfway point, if you could please retweet this and share, I would appreciate it. Michelle will run if physical is demanded. Please run, Michelle. Stop it coming, as he said. He's not running, Mike said. I think that you'll be surprised who that they can get. I'm sure there are other females. I'm ready for the debate, Walker, Texas said. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the other women on the top of my head who could run, but they'll get a woman, and they'll start talking about how sexist that you guys are. Michael Laverne Robinson ain't okay. Run. So I think, they are going to run Oprah. There you go. Asher is saying Oprah. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. Pressure will be put on heavy if that happens, Amanda said. Yeah, so there's Oprah, there's Kamala, possibly Michelle. I thought Michelle didn't like the White House. Yeah, well, suddenly she's had to move near it, right? She's a mile away. The Rock said that he was going to run. Well, then he'd better have a sex change, Walker, Texas, because he doesn't have a chance. He's a man. It will, Cully said. I'm telling you, if you're a man, you're just, after a couple of years, man, they're not going to like you. How about Rosie O'Donnell? It's just, I can't, that was just like too much. It's too early here in California for you to talk about those type of things. Warn me next time. Hey, Deb, how are you? Dems are all about affirmative action candidates now. Never mind. But they got to be female. Because, see, you got to be female. Because a man, you're just no good. Wasn't there a song, you're no good, baby, you're no good, something like that. So my 22-year-old daughter says women should not be in power, you said. Keep her away from the Democrats. Listen mode, Rosie made me throw up. I know, Barbara. Sorry about that. What state do I live in? Oh, the great state of California. Yeah, it's a Linda Ronstadt song, Marlene. Yeah. Linda got, oh, yes. Woo. Linda saw some things about Moonbeam she didn't like. Yes, Hillary theme song, you're no good, right? They checked the black president box, now it's female, right? And if you, Maxine Waters, listen, Walker, Texas. Maxine said, if you want me to run, if the millennials want me to run, girlfriend. Thank you, Nancy. If you want me to run, I will run. So Maxine Waters, don't count Maxine out. Definitely would never vote for crazy Democrats, male or female. I really don't think those women are a threat. America replaced the House, the Senate, and elected Trump. Yeah, if a female Trump were to enter, then it might be different, right? Caitlyn Jenner will be Dim's pick, and Caitlyn Jenner is Republican, or at least was. I think she wrote that song about Jerry Brown. Yes, Hugh, good point. We want her to run away. They meant run away, Maxine. Yep. Caitlyn is Republican. Yep. So far, I don't know if Caitlyn will change. I mean, they'll probably shame Caitlyn into becoming a Democrat. Yeah, run out of here, Catherine said. But, oh, God. All's well on the left coast. God help us, Maxine. I know, John. I know. She likes to change. It's about being qualified, not race or sex. Yeah, and it should be. But, for the longest time, it hasn't been about that. Yes, ma'am, I'll be voting for Trump as well. Michelle will most likely run. She's building her momentum and already targeting women. Will never vote for her, nor Kamala or Oprah. Is Caitlyn going to be a grandmother or grandfather? Help me with this. Okay, Caitlyn is going to be a grandfather or grandmother, I guess. Times 2. Times 3. Because as you know, perhaps, let me give you some scoop on the other side. Kim Kardashian West is having a surrogate carry her third child. Khloe Kardashian is supposedly pregnant or maybe having a surrogate. I don't remember really which. And Kylie is pregnant with her boyfriend. There you go. There's the Kardashian news. So Caitlyn may be a grandmother times 3. I'd want a medical doctor to confirm Michelle's gender before running as a woman, Shauna said. I'm a proud woman, not voting for any Democrat or liberal. They're disgusting, Marianne said. Rabbit family, Jerry said. Marlene puked. Political said, oh, geez, I know. Grand, there you go, Mike. Hugh said grand thing. I mean, I don't know. I think they call, I think the kids, not sure, call Caitlyn dad, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm kind of confused with the whole thing. So, okay, all the women talk I can do. Send me the link to your article. Okay, Ann, I'll try to do that. Yeah, it's at SusanKnowles.com. I'll try to do that right after. Although I'm a woman, I can't picture a woman running our country. I can picture a woman running our country if it's the right woman. If it's a woman who is intelligent, powerful, yeah, I can see it perfectly fine. I don't care. At least those babies won't have to figure out what she is. Well, true, Carmen, I guess. I can. Look at Margaret Thatcher. Exactly, Jerry. I mean, I can't think of a woman in this country right now that I would think that I could see, can picture. If I thought about it, I might be able to think of one, but right now I can't think of one. Oh, Caitlyn is dad, but they call her her. Okay. So it's dad and her for Caitlyn. Susan Knowledge for president. Ivanka. Catherine, I don't think so for Ivanka. Ivanka's also Democrat, so I would rule her out just for that. It's been her. You can't do it without having some parts of anatomy, Shauna said. I'm sorry, I would not let my children around that mentally ill Jenner, Asher said. Mint Knowles. Thank you, Marianne. I still like Sarah Palin. I don't like Ivanka, Shauna said. Ivanka's pushing her dad left. Kelly Ward would be good. Yeah, I don't know enough about Kelly Ward to say that, although I would vote for her for Arizona if I were there. Yeah, John, I wouldn't vote for Ivanka Trump just because she's Democrat. How about George Bush's daughter? No. No, Antonio. I can see Russia from my porch. No Bush, no. Nikki Haley, no. I don't, ever since Nikki I didn't like some of the things that Nikki's done. Woman is fine past menopause. Come on, Dawn. don't be sexist. I'll have to send that article to you. Never Democrat. Yeah. I lost my respect in some ways for Sarah Palin when she allowed John McCain to tell her what to say and what not to say on the campaign trail. Shauna agrees with Dawn. How about, no, I couldn't be president. No. Can't think of one woman at this time. I can't either. I would like, no, Sarah's good. Sarah's not presidential material. She can handle stress and all that, but I don't think she's the one. I would have to really think about that. Maybe we should think about what woman that we know in America right now would be strong enough. Oh, Janine? Yeah, Janine Pirro? Yes. I don't have good luck with female bosses, Nancy said. I think Judge Janine would be great. Your horse could graze in the rose garden. That would be great. I could see that. When Sarah Wing, Michelle Bachmann. No, Michelle went astray. Not that she got fooled. Michelle got fooled by people with the Muslims, Muslim Brotherhood, unfortunately. Janine Pirro, I think she would be great. That's the one right now on the top of my head that I think would do a really, really great job. She's probably, yeah. So, yep, that's what we were saying, Debbie. Judge Janine, yep. Nancy Grace, no, not so much. I vote for Judge Judy. She'll take care of them. I think Judge Judy may be a Democrat. So, Dana Perino, I'm still going with Judge Janine. I think she's probably the one. Rob, we know where to find you. Judy is a liberal. Oh, is she? Never Dana. Judy is a Democrat. That's what I thought. Judy was a Democrat. She called out a lot of stuff. Yeah. Knowles and the judge, a great ticket. Janine, yeah, she's great. She is great. I think that's the one. Another New Yorker. Dana Lash. Dana Lash, I like Dana. I don't think for president, no. I think she's good. I think she has good stuff to say. Know anything about Mimi Walters? No. Nope. Hey, Robin, Condoleezza Rice. Maybe. I think Condoleezza is intelligent enough to be president, but she's a little wishy-washy sometimes. Hey, Donnie, good to see you. They all took a knee in front of New York City Hall. You got to have some worldliness in your repertoire. Kimberly said yes. Good morning, Frankie. How are you? Dana's dog. Yeah, so Judge Janine, I think we're kind of all in the general consensus. Just read that Trump lifted cargo restrictions on Puerto Rico. Yep, I said that earlier, Hugh. You're right. Who wants their lives completely dissected? Exactly. She's brilliant but corrupted. Who Judge Janine is? What are you talking about? Why Hillary disrespecting women any chance she can get? Because she needs to. Do you think other countries would respect female president? Yeah, because I think other countries respect people like Merkel, before she went crazy with their refugees. I think they do. And I think it's, let's not be Saudi Arabia, right? Let's, their biggest accomplishment is giving women the right to drive a car. That's so crazy. So some other news. Let me tell you quickly. Remember Reality Winner, the NSA contractor, the young woman. Always insult everyone. Sure way to win. Amanda said. Reality Winner. She was leaking information with the NSA allegedly. She allegedly told the feds that she smuggled classified documents out of the NSA office by stuffing them in her pantyhose. I know it's a big move for Saudi Arabia, but it's not big enough. Yes, Prime Minister of India. Yeah. I know, Walker. But you know what? The NSA should... Nancy, I'm just getting ready to say that. The NSA should have known that something was up when a woman was wearing pantyhose. Like, who wears pantyhose? That should have been like, okay, you're out of here. Up against the wall. Let's check you out. The classified... Yeah, Merkel belongs in Alice in Wonderland. She does now, John. I agree. She allegedly had hacking information about the hacking during the Russian hacking during 2016 presidential election. The judge is going to have a hearing on Friday to determine whether or not to let her out on bond. Hey, Pepper. Pepper still wears pantyhose. Well, then, Pepper, you can't work for the NSA anymore. They set her up. You think so? Europe is a dangerous place. Thank you, Merkel. Yeah. Hey, Kimberly. I do with dresses, Debbie said. Debbie, here's what I have to say. Who wears dresses anymore? Just kidding. Just kidding. Mentally ill. Must have been while your blender was running. Hugh, how dare you have a blender? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding about the dresses. I'm just kidding. Oh, my God. So, bulletproof pantyhose. There you go. Things look better and feet feel better. Legs look best in pantyhose. Meep, I'm a female, Debbie said. Move to Florida, get a tan. There you go. California, really, they don't really wear pantyhose anymore. I can't remember the last time I saw anybody wearing a pantyhose. My mom complains because stores don't carry pantyhose anymore. Yep. Mary Kay wears dresses. I do, especially in the summer, so much cooler. Haven't worn pantyhose in years, Teresa said. Joe Namath, there you go. Joe Namath wore pantyhose. Let's not forget. Men wear dresses. There you go. Robin brought that up. There you go. Funerals and weddings, Nancy said. Oh, come on. Chelsea, you gotta like go get a dictionary. Learn some more words. Your legs need pantyhose. Yeah. I think that, few still do. My mom does, but she's 78. There you go, Renee. Joe Namath, he had the legs for it. I know, Robin saying dresses. Susan, yesterday, CNN alleged that Jared Kushner registered as a female voter in 2009. I heard about that, Monique. Who knows if that was true? Who knows if it was an accidental thing or it was somebody else? Who knows? It's a generational thing, Julia said. Yep. Yoga pants are the new pantyhose, John said. We've moved to compression stocking. Panties are out in Cali, too. Yeah, I mean, stop and come and see. People don't wear pantyhose out here. Going on 56, so I'm still old school. And, the thing of it is that in California, most of the time when people dress up, it used to be worse than it is now. When they dressed up and, let's say, wore a dress to the prom or whatever, at the same time they were barefoot most of the time. So that's California. Dress nice, but go without shoes and pantyhose. Here's something for all of you that have gone to the stadiums and watched the games. Rose Piccolo is her name. I know. Boom. 23. She was arrested on Saturday at the TCF Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And the reason she was arrested is that she was watching the game without a shirt on and her breasts were exposed while that she was in the presence of a child. So a 7-year-old boy who was sitting in front of her happened to look around and see that she was sitting there without a shirt on or anything else. And so she was arrested. So there you go. Robbers still wear pantyhose, $8.99 for face masks. There you go. Yes, that happened in Minneapolis at the stadium. She was just watching the game. It's legal to be topless in Austin, Texas. Really, Walker? My gosh. You can't even be topless in California. I wear them because I don't tan so legs look better with them. What's wrong with that? Stop and come and see said. Is she related to the mad pooper? Could be the same. Could be one and the same. I don't know. Hey, Danielle. Good to see you. Could be the same person. I mean, what can I say? And if I hate to bring you, I know, very classy. If CNN claims that about Jared are true, does this mean they're shocked and grossed out about it? If so, they don't have room to complain. Just saying, Monique said. So here's some other, hey, Sarah, here's some other news about sex and McDonald's at the same time. So if you're looking for a lunch place today, maybe you want to avoid McDonald's today. So there's a woman, police officers are looking for a woman in Pennsylvania. They have a warrant against her. She was performing a sex act on a man in broad daylight in the dining room of McDonald's. Yeah. Cully. Oh, Cully, I can't even say that. So, the man they ticketed as well, and he's you know, I can't even say what I was going to think. So anyway, the woman they still have a warrant out for her arrest. So they're looking for her. If you happen to know who that is, yeah, an exhibitionist. Notice I'm being nice. I know, John, you are. At least it was on a man. Well, or so they say. Mickey D. Wow, home with the double beef on buns. She was frying up his McGriddle. That must have been a dare. Homeless. I don't know, Nancy. I don't know. Have it your way. Robin said, why would you want to report on this? Because it's news. McDonald's, they're sponsoring the NFL. Yeah. I don't know who that person was, but anyway. Yes, Carmen, I said that at the very beginning. And Black Speech in Santa Monica. We have a Black Speech in Del Mar, like next to Del Mar. McDonald's focuses advertising on children. Pat said she took a knee. Yep, Black Speech in La Jolla. You want fries with that? At least it wasn't a Burger King Whopper. Okay. I can't even repeat that, Mike. But as I said, it's news, and we're here to talk about the news. So there you go. In Venezuela, a lot of the people in Venezuela, next time get the oatmeal, Robin said. So you guys are good. Some of these I can't even repeat. I really can't repeat. Anyway, Venezuelans are crossing over into Colombia because they're starving to death. So they're running over into Colombia to try to, flee and get food. So I don't know how that's going to work for them. I know, Shauna. At least it was. Okay, Colombia is prepared for them, apparently good. Hopefully these poor people in Venezuela can get food. I don't know, Chicago Pops. Venezuela equals socialism at its finest. Yeah, disgusting, really, that these people have been starving to death. She went to McDonald's and asked for... Oh, God. Okay, I can't repeat that. Helping Puerto Rico is more priority than talking about a First Amendment issue. Okay, Sarah, you're still on the First Amendment, but anyway. And the Government Accountability Office says that there are 78 political appointees burrowed into government jobs over the course of 6 years by Obama. So 78 appointees. These are people that can't be fired by the next administration. Now, they can't just go in and say, you're out of here. 7 have switched to career jobs without first receiving necessary approval. 4 later were denied the positions, and 3 later resigned. Obama did that on purpose. He certainly did. The highest rate of conversions was in the DHS. For Sarah, we've moved past Puerto Rico. Just move on past Puerto Rico. Past First Amendment, we're no longer there. The highest number of conversions was in the Department of Homeland Security, where 7 appointees are burrowed in there, and the DOJ has 8 burrowed in there. So that's probably part of the problem that we're seeing, some of the appointees that are still in there, and some that have converted over to those departments. That's a problem. Yep. There goes your socialism rule helping people. There you go. Yep, Pepper, I agree. Thank you. Is Trump going to fire Price? He's not too happy, I guess. I don't know what he's going to do with that. He said yesterday, we'll see. And he was mad. I mean, you could see the look on his face. He was pretty upset about that. So we'll have to see. But they said they're doing an investigation right now. Now, here's some information on legal immigrants. They're now sponsoring family members to the U.S. So these are legal immigrants. What about Price? Price was using private jets for government business. Trump's not happy with it. So these boroughs they can't be fired. They have to be, I think that they would have to be removed, and that would probably take Congress perhaps to do that. I'm not sure about that. So basically for legal immigrants, they're now sponsoring family members to the U.S. They're for every immigrant, on average, they sponsor 3 additional immigrants. With the newly arrivals from Mexico, they're sponsoring an additional 6 family members. That's what is called chain migration. Right, Betsy's taking it. Betsy's not asking for government reimbursement. Betsy DeVos has her own private jet, not asking for any reimbursements, using her own money, blah, blah, blah. Yep, Don, that's what I said, chain migration. Yep. Good morning, Lorianne. How are you? Yeah, it's got to stop that. So in the last 10 years, so that was under Obama, half of the 10.6 million immigrants allowed in were initiating, and the rest were sponsored followers. So why do they just not arrest the people and ship them out? They're legally here, legal, and they're sponsoring other people. So these people are legally here. Okay, Winston. Stop your interruptions, right? See you later. How many wives and kids will get rid of the loophole? Yep. And so over the last 35 years, 60% of the people who are here now were sponsored. 60%. That's a lot of people. Good morning, Katia. How are you? Is it Katie or Katia? I'm not sure. That's a lot of people. Change the law. Yeah, they need to look at that. Stop birth tourism, too. And also, California primary. Katie, okay. Thanks, Katie. California primaries now are going to be held in March and not in June. Jerry Brown signed that yesterday. Oh, are we a little racist? Got to go there. Think of what DACA will include. Yep. Live here. Kimberly said, is it live here or live here? So, yeah, that's a lot of people. Hates what's happened in California. Yeah, I guess what's going to happen, though, is that they'll go ahead and they'll move all the polling places, so we really won't know where to go anyway. So DACA gets no sponsorship either. Not right now, they don't. Yeah, and Amber, that's one thing. If they get amnesty, then they can sponsor all these people here. I don't know how that works with those here illegally, but I'm guessing there would be some provisions for that. There goes your socialism rule helping people. I'm so done with the narrative of racism. Trump better not. Now that they want us to give them our homes, sponsor needs to be in now. Yeah, sponsorship it really does. I mean, because you're thinking about a lot of people that are coming in that way, and again, it's skirting around the people that are standing in line legally. Also, I mean, think about it. If you can sponsor those people, are they getting in faster than the other people that have been waiting in line legally? Competing with jobs who speak poor English. Have you ever met Trump? No, I haven't, Sarah. Have you? Sick if it in lab? I don't know what that means. So, yeah, that wouldn't be fair for those people who are here legally waiting. I do know that people sponsor their parents and grandparents and all that. Work in labs, good jobs. Yeah, my friend had to learn English. Primary, all GOP incumbents, remove them or scare the crap out of them, give Trump leverage he needs. Incumbency said, my parents came here legally and love this country. My mother cries when, I recall a sponsor was physically responsible for the person or had to secure a job for them. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. The sponsors had to have jobs. That somebody that were sponsoring them would make sure that they were taken care of. They wouldn't be on welfare. The only refugees we need were taken in Europe. It went so fast. How do we stop the sponsorships, Amber said? I think that's going to be impossible, Amber. I really do. I mean, that's been going on since forever. people come here and they want to bring their, their spouses, they want to bring their fiancés, they want to bring their parents, grandparents. I don't know if they can put a limit on the number of people. Maybe you can bring one or two. Why do I have to learn Spanish to work in California? Yeah, Kimberly, good question. A lot of the jobs require you to know Spanish. How did it get to this point? Democrats? How's that for a short answer? Yeah, let's research this issue. Exactly. Yeah. Ivanka, Jared, and Hillary use their private email for government business. Should they go to jail? Well, Hillary's not going to jail. Why should anybody else, right? I don't think using your private email, unless you used it and it was classified information. It didn't say, they were saying they were using it for work. They didn't say it was classified, though. So we'll have to see. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Please retweet this if you will. I really appreciate that. And thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. God bless you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Take care, everybody on YouTube.